Evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's epic corporate call for the month of February. Please do us a favor and go ahead and mute your line. We're going to get started in just a moment. There is still time quickly for you to get a hold of your team members if you don't see them on the call, but we will be getting started in about 2 minutes.
Just wanted to say good evening, everybody. Mark on the line here from Buffalo, New York.
Hello there.
Hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Thanks for being
Hi,
on time,
Eva.
Mark.
Hi, Cynthia. Someone
Hello
else said hello
there.
to me. Hi there. It's been a while.
Yes.
And
Yes, it
Cynthia, hello to you
has.
too. And I think Amber's on the phone, on the line
Yep.
too.
We're
Hey,
all on the
Mark. How
call.
are you?
Good, good.
Danette's here too. I think she was the other one saying hello.
Hi, Danette.
Hi, Mark. How are you?
I'm awake and on the call.
That's good. That's a good thing.
Yes, yes.
If you couldn't wake up, you could have got some of the energy gummies.
I need to do some ordering. It's been a while since I placed some orders, and uh, is there? I don't know. I'm gonna ask. Is there a way? Like accidentally canceled my orders that I had for the gummies that were like the THC gummies. I
Yep.
accidentally I accidentally deleted, and I never called when I did it. It's been a while. As you guys know, I always ordered it or I paused it, and that was a main product that I always did. I don't know if it's possible to code it and get it back or whatever. It's just a question I threw out there.
We'll
Give
get
me a
it
call
figured out.
tomorrow, Mark.
We'll
Okay,
give you a call tomorrow and we'll get it figured out.
awesome, awesome. Yeah, because that was one of the products, and I'm like, and I just didn't never thought to call about it. It just ran through my mind without everything going on. So, all right, I'm gonna go on mute.
Thanks, Mark. Hey, Judy, we see you.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, sweetheart. Thanks for being on the call.
Yes, ma'am. Good to see y'all.
Nice to see you too.
I guess you can't see me, right?
But we could see your name pop up, and Mike is getting ready to start our call, so thanks for being on time.
Yes.
Yep, I
Welcome.
see A and Ann and
Dave?
Sherman and Barbara and Bernice too.
And Dave is there. Thanks, Dave.
Hey, Carlton, Cheryl, Emma
So,
and Eddie are on as well, and Jamel.
yay!
Hey,
Jamel's
Mike,
in Miami.
if you're
Jamel's in
talking, you're
Miami.
muted.
Jamel's in Miami. Hello, Yvonne.
All right.
Hey guys.
Hey,
Hello,
Hello,
sweetheart.
everyone.
everyone. Good to see you
Hola.
all. Hello.
Hi,
And there's
everyone. Good
Mr.
evening.
Gilbert. There he
Hello.
is.
Hi, everyone.
Hey,
Hello.
Mike.
Welcome to February's epic corporate call. Glad to be here with all of you. Hope you're staying warm. I know it's been challenging not only for us in the Northeast, but for the rest of the country, it appears too. So I hope you're dodging the falling iguanas and keeping your pathways clear. We're here tonight with you to give you some great information, some great recognition for folks who truly deserve it. And also, of course, we have a very special guest speaker that you're going to want to hang around till the end to hear from. And he'll in turn have a couple of folks speaking as guests tonight with him as well. So grab a pen and a paper and some paper and definitely take some notes because we've got some promos, we've got some highlights, and you want to make sure you get all the information. But first of all, we want to welcome all of our new partners to the call. We always like to welcome our new partners first. You've made a great decision to join a family of entrepreneurs. That's how I like to describe it. It's not just a business, it's a family, and it's a family of folks whose mindset is just like yours. They're entrepreneurial. They're looking for a better way. They're looking for a second income. They're looking for freedom and a way to build equity in themselves, in their business, and for their family's future. And that's really what EPIC is all about. In fact, the E in EPIC actually stands for equity, which means you have the opportunity to build a true ownership stake in this company over the time that you spend based on your product productivity. And that's unique in our industry. Nobody else in this industry offers you a chance not only to benefit from the compensation plan, and ours is fantastic, but also on top of the compensation plan to have the shares, the benefits of equity shares that you can earn along the way that go above and beyond that compensation plan income and truly vest you with the overall success of the company, not just off of your efforts, but on the efforts of everybody on the team. The P in equity, of course, stands for profitability. That's what you're here for, and that's what we're here to build for you, is a platform that you can build a profitable business without the typical overhead, without a boss, without the 9 to 5 hours, without minimums, without quotas. You build on your own terms, on your own time, and you can be profitable from day one in this business. The I stands for integrity. That is what we all hold ourselves to be in this business as we interact with our customers and with our fellow business partners. And we try to make sure that everyone keeps that in mind as you go about your day to day. We certainly hold that closely here at corporate. That is what we are here to do, is be a source of integrity for you. If you have questions about our products, questions about how do you build your business, we can answer those for you. And the C, well, that's the fun part in my mind. It's the community aspect. With Epic, again, like I said, you're joining a family of entrepreneurs, but the thing is those individuals in this business, whether they're your upline, your downline, sideline to you, it is one big community that all wants to see you succeed. And that's because, unlike with other businesses and other business models, when you succeed, everybody succeeds. It truly is a win-win. And again, that's a very unique aspect of this industry in general. Now, before we do get started, for those of you that may not be on our text information and update list, definitely make a point to get on that list. And the way you can tell if you're on this list, by the way, is did you get a reminder today for this call? If you did not get a reminder on your phone for tonight's call, then you're probably not on our text list. And so you should text the word EPIC to 855-957-5608, or you can just hold your camera up to this QR code and it'll open up a window that you can enter your phone number into to join the list automatically. All right, we do want to congratulate some folks who earned 500 extra reward points just by pre-registering for last month's January corporate call. This is a great little promotion that we do where just going through the effort of pre-registering well ahead of our corporate calls, you get this nice little bonus. And there's really no reason everybody can't get this. So if you're not on this list, just go ahead and make sure you pre-register for the March call in advance. And it's as simple as that. You'll get some reward points. And again, it's one of those everybody wins types of situations. All right. We also want to congratulate some individuals who won the drawing. There was a random drawing of all of those folks who pre-registered for the January call, and 3 winners were chosen at random, and they won some great prizes. So congratulations to Ellen Fogarty, Barbara Peck, and A.K. Kafour. Well done, and hope you're enjoying your free product. We also want you to meet one of our newest EPIC representatives, Dr. Gene Charles from Brooklyn, New York. He's going to be, if he's on the call, I'm certainly sure he's going to be extra special interested in our guest speaker tonight because he also hails from Brooklyn. And great to see that Brooklyn family of growing month over month here and well into this new year. All right, some specials we want you to know about before we get into our recognition tonight. Of course, Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and so the team has put together 5 mini bundles, Cupid's Coffee Lovers gift bundles. They do such a great job with these. They put together a tremendous value, but also a variety that you can try some new flavors, sample them out, give them to other people as gifts. And so there's 5 different bundles to choose from. I'm sure one of them is going to be right up your alley. So definitely check out the website and pick yourself one of these Coffee Lovers gift bundles for Valentine's Day, for you or for someone you love. The epic deal of the week, as you all know, that every single week we do release a brand new special on Fridays, Friday mornings, first thing. You can check out the social media or check out the website, and you'll see the special epic deal of the week. Since today is Tuesday, you actually still have a few days here to take advantage of this. And the deal is spectacular. You can save 30% off of any order of at least $150 just by simply using the coupon code SAVE30. SAVE 30. Save 30. You just enter that in to the cart at checkout, and if your order is $150 or more, this code is going to lop 30%, at least that's at least $50 or almost $50 right off the top of your order. So again, you have until Thursday at midnight, this Thursday at midnight, to take advantage of this special epic deal of the week. Now let's take a look at what's happening in February. First of all, we've got another Super Saturday in Brooklyn, hosted by none other than Platinum Senior Vice President Jovens Moncoeur. This is a great opportunity, whether you're new to the business, whether you've been in the business for 20 years, like some of the people on this call actually have been. You want to get your way to Brooklyn, and ideally, if you're going to go, you want to bring a guest. It's February 22nd, Saturday, February 22nd, 10 o'clock sharp. It will start with an opportunity presentation. So the key here is you want to make sure you bring at least one guest if you're going to make your way to this event. And guests are free. So don't worry about that. Business partners, $20 at the door. $10 you can participate on Zoom if you can't make it to Brooklyn. And either way, not only is your guest free and they can attend the opportunity presentation, but they can stick around for the rest of the Super Saturday at absolutely no cost. So that is a scenario you want to take advantage of. Anytime there's a Super Saturday, that is something to build your calendar around. Make sure that you're piquing interest, you're sharing the opportunity, and you can work your way backwards to making sure that they can plug in to the Super Saturday. So thanks to the team in Brooklyn for putting this together. And we know it's going to be a tremendous event. They always are. All right. February just got pointier. That's because I love this graphic, by the way. This is so cool. That's because you can earn an extra point on all products purchased in February, all products. And it will be extended. That extra point will extend for an extra 30 days. So if you sign up somebody tonight, you're getting that extra point for basically 2 full months. If you sign up somebody at the end of February, you're still going to get that extra point within February, but also for another 30 days. So that's a nice little bonus on top of a bonus when you look at it that way. So make sure you take advantage of this. This is a great way to enhance your organizational points, get yourself to the next pin level, and get that head start with this extra point promotion. All right, and we've got some great news to share. This is really something special. Um, Many of you have been using our TV service for years and years. I think it dates back, if I had to guess, I should have checked this, but I think we released TV somewhere around 2012, 2013, maybe. It's been a while. I could be off by a couple of years, but it seems like forever. It's been a tremendous service all along. But coming soon, TV is releasing a next generation update designed to make watching easier, smoother, and more enjoyable than ever. You want to keep an eye on your inbox because this is an email you're not going to want to miss. There'll be an update available once this refresh and this re-release is ready. You'll just download the updated app on your phone or on your smart television, and you'll be off to the races. So I can't wait to see this. This is going to be so cool. TV truly is unique. It's remained unique in the space, in the OTT streaming space. And it's really a feather in our cap that we've had this all these years. But now would be a great time to start talking to others about this. Show people your TV on your phone and let them know there's a brand new version coming and maybe get them signed up right in time for that new version. It's also really probably the stickiest points you'll ever get because once somebody goes on TV, they stay on TV. And we want to remind you again that all price tier sheets have been updated with the new coffee prices in your VO at vo.myepiccompany.com. Just click on the Docs tab. Now let's talk about some some representative recognition for the month of January. So we'll start with customer production. These are the top customer producers by each open line position for the month of January. Congratulations. Wow, Jovens Moncoeur running the table almost. Our top customer producer at open line ET, ED, ND, SVP, and PSVP. Congratulations, Jovens, for topping the leaderboard. And our top open line platinum senior vice president, customer producer, Dave and Carol Silverman. Congratulations. Now our top IMR producers for the month of January. And actually running the table for open line IMR production for the month of January, top position number one at open line ET, open line ED, open line ND, and open line SVP. Congratulations, Jovens Moncoeur. Boy, I wonder why he's our guest speaker. That is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right. And boy, it wouldn't be an epic corporate call if SVP Patricia Lloyd was not hitting the customer club. So congratulations, Patricia. Um, Listen, we know it's been a tough time and our prayers are with you all the way. But for you to lead from the front, not only in earning this customer club bonus, but also being the first to get 3 new customers in February, which was incredible. If you guys remember, we had a promotion heading into February that the first person to get 3 new customers was going to win a prize. And sure enough, our top customer producer for probably going back a couple years now at least, Miss Patricia Lloyd, was the first to hit that. And then, oh, by the way, congratulations to Eva Gordon because we opened it up to another winner, and Eva was the first one to get the next 3 new customers. So congratulations, Patricia and Eva. All right. So now we're at the point where you really are pretty much here for, which is to hear from one of our very, very top producing leaders. He is a gentleman that I have introduced before, of course, and I've spoken about how much admiration I have for him. I've spoken about our mutual background in coaching and our mutual background, of course, in this industry. But the thing that is probably most important to understand about Jovens at this point in time is the fact that he is out front. He is leading by example. Some people, they get to those top positions and they kind of then lean on or ride on the results of their downline, their organization. That's not how Jovens rolls. Jovens rolls in a way that shows true leadership in the sense that when he has already hit the top position in the company, and yet he's still hitting the leaderboards. Not only hitting the leaderboards at SVP and ND, he's hitting the leaderboards at ED and ET, and he's regularly hosting events. He's been holding a Super Saturday, I believe, every once, at least once a month for the last 3 or 4 months, at least. He's got one again this month, and he does that for you. He does that for all of you because he knows that's the best way for you to succeed in this business and to try to reach the kind of success that he has already reached in this opportunity. So, with that being said, I want to leave as much time as possible for Jovens. Ladies and gentlemen, our special guest tonight, Platinum Senior Vice President, Jovens Moncoeur.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Mike. Good evening, everyone. Can you guys hear me?
We can.
Okay, Mike, thank you so much for that great introduction. As a fellow coach, thank you so much for being resilient and staying and being with this company. I've known Mike for many, many, many years in the direct selling industry. So, guys, let me quickly introduce myself for those of you guys that don't know me. I hail here from Brooklyn, New York. I'm a father married to my wife for, wow, over 20 years. I'm a realtor by trade. That's what I do every single day. But I also love coaching. I love going back. Right before this call, I was at the school. We know we have the kids in the gym. I coach football, and I kind of just mentor kids and just there for them, even if it's an hour every other day. I'm there because the season is over. But it's a blessing to me just to be there and to help out. and give back. So, guys, so let me give you a quick story and history about how I joined this business and why I joined this business. I'm a realtor. I had a real estate office in Brooklyn, doing pretty well. And then something called the subprime market crash, something that I had no control over. And a good friend of mine actually called me at the time and kind of told me about this industry. It was a different business. It was the company that we were part of before that became Epic. And I was skeptical. I didn't want to really get involved, but I know I needed money. And let me tell you, a lot of the people that you're speaking to have that same sentiment. I don't really want to do this, but I need some money. And he spoke to me long enough. He kept coming back. He kept coming back. He kept coming back. I didn't jump in right away. So a lot of the times, those of us that do come in and hit the top, people think we just came in right away. We were born for this thing. Absolutely not. We didn't come in right away. But before I get into my story completely, guys, I'll get back. I want to introduce two people, two very powerful people, and Mike mentioned them both on the call earlier. Um, one is Miss Senior Vice President Miss Patricia Lloyd, and Executive Director Miss Eva Gordon out of Brooklyn, New York. So I'm going to introduce Miss Patricia Lloyd first. Okay, so she can give about 5 minutes of her story and how she acquired her customers. Because you know why? Last month we put out a challenge. Last month we put out a challenge, and it's just a blessing to see that people are actually achieving and hitting this challenge. That means if they can do it, so can you. I want everybody right now to tell me this with me. If they can do it, so can I. Say it, please. If they can do it, so can
So
I.
can I.
If they can do
If
it,
they
so
can
can
do
I.
it, so can I.
So we're putting that same challenge out. Let me start with the challenge. Two business partner. This is every one of you guys, because everyone here are independent business owners and are leaders. Two business partners, okay, and three unique new customers. Okay, three unique new customers. You can do more, but that's the minimum that we're asking you to do this month. Two business partners and three unique new customers. So the first person I'm going to introduce, Miss Patricia Lloyd, are you on the line?
I know she is because she was with us a minute ago.
I think I saw her join back just now,
She
but
did.
I'm not
Where
sure.
is
Um, okay, so we're gonna move on to Eva, and when Miss Patricia Lloyd's come back, we'll put her on. Eva Gordon, are you on the line?
Yes, I am.
Okay, great. So Eva Gordon is actually one of our superstars here in the New York market.
Here
Eve
she is.
is extremely, extremely hardworking. I've known Eva for many years, and she's one of the ones that never give up. I mean, she just keeps going and keeps going. And we put out the challenge, and Eva did not kind of do it. She did it with her head up. And Eva's just that type of leader. So Eva, I just want you to basically introduce yourself to the team, explain to them how you achieve the customers, and also I would love for you to talk about a little bit about your testimonial on the products.
Sure. Well, thank you so much to my Platinum SCP Jovens Moncoeur for your leadership. Since I joined in 2011, so it's been great to know you. And to back to Matt Gilbert and to Cynthia and Danette, all those who are leaders, who have maintained the integrity, the family, and just the fortitude to keep going with Epic. So I'm a native of Brooklyn, New York, still reside in Brooklyn. I am by trade, I'm a licensed clinical social worker. I have my own psychotherapy practice. So I provide mental health treatment to my community here in Brooklyn and across the state. And I joined because I wanted to make more money, really. 9 to 5 job wasn't enough for me. So I wanted to fund my own home and also fund my own team drop-in center as a way to get back to my community. So fast forward to now, even with Epic, it's time to move forward, time to rebuild, time to really make it profitable. And the challenge was definitely hard, but I think for me, it was challenging finding two new IMRs. So I said, let me keep going, but let me find customers. So crunch time came this past weekend. I said, okay, you know what? I've been avoiding these people for a while. So my theme is for this is those who I was afraid to talk to, I should have asked. I did ask, and they said yes to ordering within about 2 hours of me asking. So they supported me in the past. And one gentleman actually was so nice. His birthday dinner was this past Saturday. He said, "You know what, Eva, talk about your business to my friends." So I talked about Epic to his friends at the dinner, at the table. It was great to talk about my business with him. So we have to be able to just share. Do it afraid. I was afraid, but I talked about it, give up my card to people, and network marketing, we're not burdening people, we're actually sharing solutions. So that is what we have to think about. It's not a burden, it's actually sharing solutions. And to Jovan's point about my success with the products is that my first was the pain relief. I have sciatica, so I use the pain cream a lot. My pain went from a 10 to a 3. So I continue with the 3 Extreme Pain Cream and the PDQ. And then for sleep, I use the sleep gummies, which is great for me. When I'm out, I'm good. But my big success is actually the Immune Plus Gut Health. And that was big because I wasn't sure it would work or not, but I'm battling high LDL cholesterol. And my doctor put me on a statin, atorvastatin. So I was like, I don't want to rely just on medication. So I heard from one of our members in Epic that the Immune Plus Gut Health would help lower cholesterol. So I took my Immune Plus Gut Health with my breakfast in the morning with my tincture, and then at night I'll take the statin. So within 3 months, my Immune Plus Gut, my LDL dropped from 189 to about 90, cut it in half.
Wow.
And my doctor says, "What are you doing?" So I showed him my Immune Plus Gut
Wow.
Health, and I showed him
Wait,
the
wait, wait.
tincture.
To 90?
Yeah. So he said, "Whatever you're doing, keep doing," because he said cholesterol is gut health, is gut issues. So he's kept me on the um statin and the gut health. And a year into using both the gut health in the morning and the statin at night, the medication went from 20 milligrams to 10 milligrams within a year of using the gut health. So he said to me was that with the statin alone dropped by 30% or so, but with both I have 50% drop within 3 months.
That's
So
mind blowing.
it felt great because it isn't a miracle, it works, right? It's about being intentional. So whatever it says, it does it. Our products work. Do it afraid, try it. I'm still on the gut health. I have not stopped taking it in 3 years now. So because I don't want to just do medication, I want to do a holistic health. So it's mental health for me as a therapist, physical health, and also just things happen with exercising and watching my diet. But I have a regular diet. I'm not a vegan. I just do regular meat, whatever. I just reduce my dairy intake and reduce my meat intake to focus on just basic poultry, fish, and a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables and exercising. So just do it afraid. We're not a burden to people. We're sharing information. That's my success with Epic. Thank you so much for your time.
That's awesome. That's mind blowing. Congratulations. That's
Thank you.
Congratulations, Eva.
that's
Thank you.
Congratulations.
enormous.
Wow, wow, what an incredible, incredible testimonial. Guys, when I heard that, I actually know Eva, we work a lot together, and it's like, this is why I'm so excited about this business. Just one of the many reasons I'm excited about the business, because when you can change somebody's life like that, when you can put somebody on that side of healthcare, and just to give them a peace of mind to know, hey, listen, this product's not only making me live better, it's going to help me live longer also. It's very, very powerful. So Eva, thank you so much for that. Watch out for Eva. She's a SVP, a senior vice president in the making. We haven't had a senior vice president break in Epic yet, but we have senior vice presidents in the making. So watch out, we're coming. Okay. Is Miss Patricia Lloyd on yet? Is she on yet?
You know what? I don't know where she was on. I'm going to call her while you go on, Jovens.
Sure, we'll definitely. Whenever she's on, I'll stop and
I'm going to
we'll,
give her a
we'll get
quick
her.
call.
Yes, she's on. I see her on. I don't know if she can hear us or not, but she's definitely on. I see her down
I
here.
know Miss Pat had some phone challenges earlier today, so I'm hoping
Yes,
that her challenge is not impacting her.
Okay, let me see. Are you on the call, hon?
yes, she is, but I don't think she can hear us. Okay, so let me keep
Because
going,
we're
guys.
trying to bring you into the call.
Okay, let me let her speak.
Hold on one second. Let me see if I can unmute her if she's, hold on. She's at the Verizon store, ladies and gentlemen. So hold on.
While we're waiting for that, I want to say that Miss Eva, even though she got her 3 new customers in January, she already has another one in her funnel for February that she's working on. So she's already 1/3 of the way going to for month 2.
Beautiful,
I don't see you, Patricia.
beautiful.
Thanks,
No, there's a
Danette. Thank you
Patricia.
so much, Danette. Thank you, Danette.
There's a Patricia Pickett on Miss Pat's. I don't see Miss Pat on.
You know what? I just lost her. She's at the Verizon store. So when she jumps back on, Jovens will see her and we'll grab her.
Sure, sounds good. No problem.
And one last
There's
thing,
some
everyone,
background
we
noise
saw the
somewhere.
we saw the slide about texting Epic, that keyword. It's important that we do that because
Oh,
this is
sorry,
a
I'm gonna help
new
somebody
list.
right
and
here.
it's
You know what? I
really
need help.
important.
Yeah, you can go have a seat over there.
No, I need help right now. This lady was helping me
As soon as
and
there's
it
someone
worked, but
available,
now it's not working. I'm on a Zoom call.
I understand. As soon as there's someone available, they'll go ahead and help you, okay?
Miss Lloyd is not playing
What?
over there.
No, she's not.
No, she's not, but she'll turn every one of them into a customer later.
Okay.
Exactly.
Touche.
Miss Lloyd, are you on?
Jovens, I don't think so, hon.
Yeah. Listen,
Oh, there she is.
Yeah.
can you hear me? You all hear me?
Yes,
We
we
sure
can.
can,
Okay, but can you see me?
No.
No.
but we can
Okay,
hear
I'm on a
you.
Zoom
You can
call.
speak, Miss Lloyd.
Okay, I'm on a Zoom call. And this is terrible. But anyway, I'll be back. Can you all hear me?
Yes, we
Yes.
can.
Yes, Miss Pat.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna go get back in my car because there's a lot of noise in here. But I'm telling you, this is ridiculous to go
Tell
through
us
all of
about your
this.
three. Tell us about
Yeah,
the
that's
3
what I'm gonna
people
tell
you
you
turned
now.
into customers.
Yeah, well, let me tell you all, a closed mouth don't get fed. And my beautician is opening her mouth to all her customers, and her customers are calling me. And so 2 customers called me and told me that they heard about getting out of pain with the PDQ. So one customer called and asked me if they could get some, and I said, sure. So that customer told somebody else, and then that person called. And
Unbelievable.
so the thing is that it will work, but the customers is what gives you clientele. You know what I'm saying? When you share it with what's going on. So I ended up getting 2 customers from her, and then I found out again today another customer from that my beautician. This guy that sells, he goes from one shop to the next, selling you know stuff to eat, and he was in pain, and so she gave him my number, and I gave her when she told me about him. She got the PDQ and she gave it to him and let him try it, and he's about to have a fit. So, like I said, a closed mouth don't get it fed. It's all about sharing, because when you share sales. And I'm at Verizon now, getting ready to go back home, and one of the guys that work here that is a guard, I asked him if he kept his business options open. And he said, well, what is that? And then he said, what do you have? And what I told him about the PDQ, but I told him about Captivita. And he
Oh,
said, and I told him what happened with my son losing 140 pounds. And this little guy that is a guard, he's a little overweight, okay? So I told him about my son's, what happened to my son and how he lost 140 pounds. And not only not did that happen, but he ended up recruiting his doctor that came down and
I
got,
remember him.
yeah, he got some product from me. And then he said, if this works, I'll call you in a week. And he called me within a week and he said, I'm coming back. And he came back and started doing the jumping jacks. Okay. Stooping down and raising up and doing the jumping jacks, and then looked in my face and said, look, can I buy 100? You all remember that?
100 units, 100 units, everybody,
Yeah,
100
he
units
wanted,
of
yeah,
Captivita.
Captivita. He wanted to buy 100 Captivita. And I told him, I said, what? I said, why would you buy 100 from me when you can come in the business and get as many as you want for yourself?
True
And
story.
and it's a true story. And he didn't get in the business to build a business, but he got in the business because of the product. So what we have is unbelievable for everyone that's listening. And so testimonies is what sell. And that's the key. Now I'm gonna just tell you one more thing is that when my husband died, when I first met him, the way I met him was I sprayed him with the PDQ. Okay. And we were married in December 31st, 24. He died December 11th, this year. And let me tell you all, the lady that did his reception told me that she was in pain. She did an awesome reception. She cooked the food and all that. And guess what? I told her, I said, well, come by the house and I can talk to you about it. And so she came by my house. And when we talked, she was so interested in E.P.I.C. I said, listen, it is fixed in 26. I said, if you want to make some money, this is a company that you need to be a part of. And guess what? She says, I like it. And she says, I'm coming back. So she's interested in getting involved as a customer. So and she was the one that actually did my husband's reception.
She
So
was your third customer, right? Wasn't she your third customer?
she was my
She was your
third
third customer.
customer. And
Yeah.
now she's interested in coming in the business. So with that I'm through. I just wanted to let everybody know that, testimonies is what sells. That's the key. Even testimonies is what builds a business, because that gentleman that works here at Verizon, I sent him the link on Captivita, and he texted me back and said, I'm interested. So it'll
Thanks,
work if you work
Patricia.
it. So I'm through.
Thank you, Patricia. Captivita is a gold mine. I
Yes,
just
it is.
waiting to explode.
It
Yeah.
definitely is.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
Oh yeah.
I told y'all Miss Pat was going to turn those Verizon employees into customers.
He is not playing. And you know what? Um, she basically explained to us how to build this business. You have to just build this business while you're out. She probably had an issue. She probably didn't even know she was going to go to Verizon tonight. And she took advantage of the Verizon. Miss Pat, you are an incredible leader, an incredible example. And I'm going to tell you from afar here in New York, every time you tell a story like that, trust me, I don't walk by anybody anymore without at least saying hi or trying to just make some type of contact, because I'm very much of an introvert. That's who I am. I don't know how I hit platinum, but I'm an introvert. But I just made a decision that I was going to do this business. So moving forward, thank you, Miss Pat, for that great testimonial. But I want to
Yes, you're
kind of
certainly welcome.
piggyback off what Miss Patricia said. So the gentleman that you saw Mike introduce, Dr. Gene Charles, is a good friend of mine. We went to school together. And he's actually someone that I was focusing on recruiting for a very long time, but I never got the opportunity to get him. Okay. And if you guys are, so let's talk about recruiting, because we part of the challenge is getting two business partners So I did go for my two business partners. I had three people that told me last month that they were going to sign up. I got one out of the three. It's fine. Okay. I worked on my list. I know I have one now. I'm going after three more. Okay. That's my goal. I asked for two. I always tell my team I'm going to do an extra. Okay. I'm going to go three more. So let me tell you how I got Mr. Dr. Gene Charles to join. So if you guys have ever had someone that you need to get into the business, I used an angle that he didn't see coming because I know he was waiting for me to tell me no and to shut me down. Okay, and some friends that's just the way they are. We ran track together back in the day. I coach his son on foot. His son plays football for me now at the school. I went back to the high school, and his son plays football. And I always carry my PDQ. Here we go again with sharing the products. I always carry my PDQ in my pocket anytime I go in my bag. So, football is a game of people are going to get hurt. So I said, if some of these kids catch Charlie horses or what you call cramps or in pain, as soon as they come over, I'm going to spray them. And that's what I was doing for many, many, many games. So I ended up hurting myself. I didn't realize that Dr. Eugene was a sports medicine doctor, and he also works with a lot of chiropractors and physical therapists. So one of the coaches said, "Hey, Jovens, go and see Dr. Eugene. He's going to help you with your ankle." So I called him. I said, "Doc, I'm in pain." He said, "Yes, my son told me, the other coach told me, come on in, Jovens. I'm surprised you didn't come to me after all this time." So then he's doing the therapy on my foot, he said, "My son told me that you have this spray, this little magical spray that you're spraying everybody with, and
Magical spray.
you're making the whole sideline smell like peppermint. What is going on over there?" And that's the PDQ. So I said, funny you should say that. It's called PDQ. It's actually been helping with my ankle. So we got into talking, guys. Okay, we got into talking, and I used the acronym FORM. Remember, we always practice peaking form: family, occupation, recreation, and money. Okay. He didn't know that that's what I was doing, but that's exactly what I was doing. So I said, "How's the family, Eugene?" He said, "Everything is fine, blah, 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 blah. We're talking. He said, "Thanks for looking out for my son." I said, "How's work?" He said, "Work is great as a doctor, but I'm tired. I work 6 days a week at two different clinics. I'm all over the place. I'm tired." So he told me some very valuable stuff right there because I knew I couldn't come at him, try to pull him away from what he was doing. So in my mind, is like, what can I offer him to make his business and to make his practice better? Now, the fact that he works with a lot of people with pain and injury. Can anybody on this line tell me which products that I target Mr. Eugene with first? Can anybody?
3 Extreme and PDQ.
There you go, all day. 3
Bingo.
Extreme and PDQ. Okay. And that's how you have to think, because opportunity is going to come to you if you can't directly speak to the people. And like Eva said, she was afraid. Guess what? As a platinum, I'm still afraid. Can I say something? As a platinum, certain people that I'm going to approach, I'm still afraid to approach them. I still have hesitation, but I find a way around my fear. You understand what I'm saying? So I kept talking to Mr. Gene Charles while he was thinking. And then he told me about something that was bothering him personally, as far as health wise. He said, "Jovens, I work a lot. My pressure is a little bit high, and I don't know how to get rid of it." So if you guys know our products, this is a test now. Which product do we have that helps with high blood pressure?
The tincture.
The tincture. There you go. So guess what I did, guys? I said, Eugene, here, take this spray. You can use it with some of your clients. I gave him the PDQ that I carried with me, which was hurting much. I didn't want to part with my PDQ because I love my PDQ. Okay, I was looking to give him one of the little ones, but I only had the big one, and I gave it to him. So I came back on the next day, and I bought him a tincture. I gave it to him. I didn't sell it to him. I gave it to him.
Brilliant move.
There you go. See, you're building a business, guys. You have to learn how to, I would say, identify the people that you can basically help out or give and share your products with. And if they do join, they're going to bring so much value to your business. Okay.
Right.
So I gave him the tincture. So he's been using it. And then I sat down with him. He said, he called me one day. I didn't hear from him in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. He called me and he said, I want to order a dozen of the PDQs. And then I want to order some more products. So I said to him, you know what, Eugene, let me come to your office. So I came to his office. I said, why would you order it from me when you could make money from yourself? Exactly what Patricia said. A lot of you guys are missing out. You're making recruiting such a hard thing when it's not. All you have to do is talk to people, help people out with our products and services, be an agent of change, and they'll join. So you said, no, you know what? Bet, I'll join. And guess what? He didn't join. At the time he said he was going to join, he didn't join. It was Christmas time. He said, Jovens, I'm going, I forgot the Bahamas or Vegas, where he was going for the holidays. I'll be back. I said, cool. When he came back, he said, I'm back. He still didn't join. Guess what I did, guys? I went straight
Tracked
to his
him down.
office. I tracked him down. The minute you tell me you're ready to join, and I'm telling you guys this, if you're trying to get somebody into the business and they tell you, I'm ready to join, stop talking. Some of you talk a recruit right out of the business. You said something and you talked them right out the business. I stopped talking, and guess what? I knew the times that he was going to be at his office. I just rolled up like the Brooklyn guy that I am. Didn't even tell him I was coming. The minute he saw me, he said, all right, I'm signing up right now. He didn't even ask no questions. He had a couple of clients in front of him. He said, go sit in my office and I'm coming. I said, sure. You understand? And I'm not sure who I called, if it was Amber or Danette, but we called there you go, yeah, Danette. So thank you. We put in the order. Okay, Mr. Eugene signed up. He bought all the products. I think he spent almost $1,000 that day off giving away a tincture. Okay, but that's not it. Mr. Eugene signed up. He's busy, 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 busy. Then his products, he sent it to his house. His products got stolen off his porch.
What?
Yep.
His products got stolen off his porch. So how did I know the products got stolen off his porch? Because I did something called a follow-up. When you sign somebody into this business, you didn't sign them up just to get into your business. You signed them up to help them develop their business and to support them. So I said, Eugene, how are the products going? He said, I never received it. I got an email. It said it was delivered. What's going on with your company? I was like, I don't think it's my company, because people are skeptical at the beginning, correct? I'm sure some of you guys went through that before. I said, it's not the company. Let me call the company and find out what's going. I called corporate, and what did they do? They sent me a picture of the box on his porch. So I sent the picture to him. He said, yeah, that's the box on my porch. Let me check my camera. He checked his camera and he saw a kid swipe the box. As soon as FedEx or UPS dropped it off, a kid stole the box right off his porch. So what did I do? I kept going back every week to make sure he was all right and make sure he's going to get more products. He just told me that the company today, the company is reimbursing him his money and he's going to reorder all his products. You okay? So let me tell you guys something. The reason why I shared this story is because signing somebody up and recruiting somebody takes multiple steps. Some of you guys are giving up and quitting too fast. Some of you guys, you quit on the first go. You cannot do that. Me, when somebody tells me no or not right now, or I'm not interested, that's a challenge for me. Because I'm going to come after you. I'm going to keep coming. I'm going to find angles to get at you. And that's what I did to Mr. Eugene. So I use form, family, occupation, recreation, and money. I got enough information from him that I knew, okay, now I'm going to share some. This is the exact products that I'm going to share with him to break the ice. Let me say that again, to break the ice, because he knew I was in 5LINX the whole time, because he's my friend on Facebook. We have mutual friends that joined the business with me. He never joined. Do you understand what I'm saying? But what I did, I dug deep enough to know what his soft spot was. I dug deep enough to know what his soft spot was. So let me tell you guys something. When you want a person that can come into to your business and potentially change it, you have to work on them. Okay, you have to work on multiple people. Now, let me explain to you why I'm really after Dr. Eugene. Okay, let me tell you why I'm really after him. He has a large network of young professionals, a large network. He still works out every day. They're all athletes. They all hang out. A lot of them, I know them. He's my in to that network of young professional movers and shakers. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Brilliant move.
Oh, yeah.
Brilliant move.
And his wife is another one, a serious mover and shaker. So, was it worth my time for all those months to work and continue to work on Mr. Eugene? I want you guys to answer that one. Was it worth the time? Of course.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Of course.
100%.
Let me
Yes,
explain to you
absolutely.
how I hit platinum, guys. I didn't hit platinum because I signed up a bunch of people. I signed up a few people like Mr. Eugene, men and women that have networks that get it, that are influential in their groups, and they started to move. And all I did was step in there and support them, made sure they made money, made sure they understood the business. And before you know it, we were off to the races. And that's exactly what we're recreating here in Brooklyn again. So I want you guys, I'm asking the rest of the company, what are you waiting for? You want us to set the examples? Good. We're going to keep setting the examples. You want us to blow you away and be on the boards every month? Good. You guys can sit and watch. But I'm challenging you right now. Don't sit and watch us. Join us. I shared that story because I feel so good about actually recruiting someone that I've been trying to recruit for a long time.
awesome story. So good, Jovens.
For a long time. And just like Miss Eva Gordon, I already have 3 more for this month that I'm going to try to put in. Because and I had to sit down with myself and just say, Jovens, what did you do the last time you hit the top of this business that you're not doing now? Simple. PBRs. I'm not talking to enough people. I'm not sitting with enough people. Okay? I'm not doing enough one-on-ones. Just like Miss Patricia Lloyd invited that person to her house, she's actually doing the business. Now I'm starting to do the business also. And this is what everybody here has to do. So I'm going to clearly, okay, ask you guys, okay, again, for this challenge. We have this challenge, 2 business partners and 3 customer points for the month of February. Today's the 3rd?
Yeah.
The 3rd? We
Today's
have
the 3rd.
25 days because we have a short month. So you got to get moving now. So challenge is on. I'm going to work on getting my first business partner on this week. Okay. And the second one the week after, and then third one the week after. Now, for the Super Saturdays, for those of you guys that keep missing these Super Saturdays, I think the last Super Saturday was probably the best one we've ever had in a long time. And I want to thank Ann and Sherman Chambers. I want to thank David Silverman for doing such a superb job. Where's Anthony Ford? Anthony Ford, National Director out of Queens, New York, did the first half. New talent doing presentations. It's not only about Jovens anymore. Eva Gordon, everybody getting involved. we're getting everybody else involved. And David actually gave a gift. David, thanks for that gift that you gave everybody. At the end, we had a great, and I have it recording, I'll definitely share it, but we had a superb Super Saturday. Okay. This is what makes this company tick. This is what makes this business tick. If you're in a market and there's no Super Saturdays or there's no PBRs going on, shout out also to Miss Eva Gordon. We started a new thing. Okay, we're starting our Saturday PBRs again, along with our Super Saturdays. We're going live PBR and meetings again, and just stop doing the Zoom stuff. Okay, Zoom is good for certain things like this call. You can't build a multi-million-dollar business like this kind of business off of Zoom. So you got to tie up your bootstraps if you want to make an extra 500, 5,000, or $50,000 a month. I've seen it done in this industry. Let me tell you what another guy told me that I'm recruiting. He's a broker, a real estate broker out of the state of New Jersey. He called me to give me a listing in New York because I'm a broker also. I like to share stories so you guys could understand where these possible recruits are coming from. Okay. He called me, said, Jovens, I have a 6-family for sale in Brooklyn. I'm not licensed in Brooklyn. I'm going to refer you to my client. Okay. Which I said, sure, no problem. Your percentage is secured with me. We've done a lot of business together. Let's make this money. You secured it. So he's like, yo, man. He said, I bought a few properties with some investors out here in New Jersey, but we're having a tough time selling them. And my money's running short. Now, this is a guy that buys a lot of homes. So he's not a slouch. He makes money. Okay. They fix them and they resell them. So he's telling me, man, what's up with that? He thought I was still in 5 links. I said, no, 5 links is no longer. 5 links is no longer. We're Epic now. And I said, we give equity shares. So I'm just showing you how to speak to different people because him and Mr. Eugene Charles were 2 completely different types of possible recruits. Eugene Charles, I went after him for the products. He's a doctor. He's making money. Okay. But I knew how to approach him to capture his attention. Now, this other gentleman, his name is Otis. I said, Otis, what's up, man? He said, man, how much money you making? I don't want to hear about no products. He told me that straight up. How much money y'all making? I want to hear about the money. He's another one that's about money. I said, man, listen, at the top of my game, I shared with him how much money I'm making, how many 6 figures per year I was making, and double and triple 6 figures. And he's like, what? He said, why didn't you lead with that, bro? I need that.
I need that. I love that.
He said, I need that. I said, I could teach you how to do it. He said, what the hell are you waiting for? You want me to come to Brooklyn or you coming to Jersey? A whole different type of conversation. And he's another one that has a network that I can't touch. I don't have that network in New Jersey like that.
Wow.
So did I get him right away? Did he sign up yet? No, but I got enough information. Now I'm going to chip away at him until I get him into the system. Do you
That's
understand what
awesome.
I'm saying? We speak every day because we're talking about the 6-family. He actually gave me another client 2 days ago that wants to buy a 2-family, and I have an appointment tomorrow morning with that client to show him a 2-family. Do you understand what I'm saying? So as I'm doing my other business, I'm interjecting Epic into everything that I'm doing. So between Mr. Otis and I have Dr. Jean Charles in, I'm going to work on getting them both to executive trainer, okay, and make them make money. Once they taste that blood of making epic money, there's no stopping them because they're both high level individuals. They know how to become, they know success. They know they're hungry, both of them, in their own different ways. Do you understand what I'm saying? The third one is a young lady. She's a little bit conservative, but when I watch her Facebook page, I'm like, man, this lady acting all quiet at work. Look at her. She's a wild one. You understand? I said she's totally different in church and work, but when she's going on vacations with her friends, and you know, and I'm saying something very important here. Her friends. She has a lot of friends, and it seems like they follow her. You understand? Again,
This is awesome.
I'm targeting people that could lead me into their networks. That's why we're in network marketing. So I'm strategically taking my time to build. Tons of people told me no in between, but it's fine because I have 3 people that are interested. Actually, this young lady told me she's joining in the month of February. Okay, I know where she works. If you know me well, you know what's about to happen to her. Lunchtime, I'm going to roll up with my laptop. You understand? I'm going to roll up with my laptop and I'm not going to give her a chance to talk her way out of the business. Okay? So you got to be aggressive. You got to have fun. You have to be strategic. You have tons of leaders. You have Miss Jamel Meeks that's on this line. She knows exactly what I'm talking about. You understand? You have Ann and Sherman Chambers. You have David. You have LaShawna Parker. I'm talking about all the people that has hit SVP and above. Not saying that nobody else can do it, but trust me, we've hit a certain level in this industry where we had to, Miss Patricia Lloyd, you heard from her already, that we had to go through the numbers. We had to study people. We had to find out whether they were a shark, whether they were a dolphin, whether they were an urchin, whether they were a whale. Just a quick reminder, a shark is a person that's a go-getter. They'll go after it. That's Otis. He's a shark. He wants money. He doesn't care what he has to do. Teach me the system and get out my way. That's basically what he told me. Okay? Second type of person is a whale. That's Dr. Eugene. He loves to help people. Okay? Then I have another person, the young lady that I told you about. She seems like she's a dolphin and a shark at the same time. And she's very quiet at work, but when I look at her pictures, I'm like, man, this lady looks like she likes to travel and party and have a lot of fun. Okay? So I'm going to work different ways of introducing to her. And then you have your urchin, the person that loves numbers. So with that being said, guys, good hunting in the month of February. It's not going to come to you. You got to go get it. You got to go get it. Team up with your leaders, whoever your upline is, team up with team members, go out there and bring some great people into this business. Epic deserves to be one of the top network direct sales companies and network marketing companies in the direct selling industry. Because why? Nobody gives equity shares like we do. Nobody has products like we do. Nobody has the staff that we do, and nobody has the comp plan like we do. And guess what? Nobody has you like we do. So, guys, let's go out there. Let's make a February a powerful month. Thank you guys so much for having me on. I'm looking forward to seeing the progress that we have this month. The challenge is on. It's on the screen, guys. Let's go out there and build February and make 2026 a very explosive month for our company. Have a good night. Thank you.
Good night,
Thanks,
everybody.
Jovens.
Good
Wonderful.
night.
Thank you, Jovens. Appreciate you,
Yes.
You're
sir.
welcome, guys.
Mhm.
You are
Fantastic people.
Beautiful
awesome.
message.
Yes.
Great job, Jovens.
As
Thank you, guys.
always,
Thank you,
Jovens.
Jovens. Thank you.
Let's
You
win.
are
Let's win.
Jovens,
Let's
thank you,
win.
Miss Pat. Thank you, Miss Eva.
Excellent
You're
all.
very
Excellent.
welcome.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Thank
Good job,
you.
Miss
Amazing,
Eva.
amazing, amazing.
you
Mhm.
guys,
Amazing.
thanks for all being on the call. Good night.
Awesome.
Good night,
Night.
everybody.
Night, everybody. Good night.
Good
Have a
training
blessed
too.
night.
Be blessed. Be
Good night.
safe.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good
Good
night.
night. Congrats.
Good night,
Say it.
everyone.
Night.
Jovens, you were awesome. Great
Thank you.
training.
Thank you. Thank you, Miss Ann.
Say. March 2nd is the next corporate call, Sharon.